Hello, welcome to the Afro Gamer podcast where we discuss everything esports and gaming on the continent of Africa. I should be saying a happy new year to everyone. It's our first episode for 2021, and we have a special guest. He's a friend to the house. He is the founder CEO of the Lagos Esports Forum, and the last time he was here, I believe the Lagos Esports Forum just started and a lot has happened. So we'll be catching up with that. But today we will be discussing the African Mobile Community Liga. Sayo, welcome to 2021 on the Afro Gamer podcast.
Hi, Ife. Good day because of time zone.
Yes.
Or good evening, wherever anyone may be. But it's great to be back. Strangely, because I know you're a busy man, so you forgot the fact that I was here with Kelvin the last time talking
Oh,
about the World Connected series. But the truth is, the last time I talked about specifically about the Lagos Esports Forum was the first time. So in between that, I came with Yemi and I think some other people. We did this African discussion. We didn't talk about the Lagos Esports Forum. Then I came with Kelvin, which was majorly about the World Connected series. So yes, we'll be catching up in case people need to know what has happened between March when we started till now at the Lagos Esports Forum.
all right, it's wonderful to have you. I guess what I was referring to was you coming on your own and representing
Exactly,
Lagos Esports.
exactly.
Yeah,
Solo.
so
Yeah,
exactly you've
yeah,
represented. You've worn different hats from March till now.
yeah.
So yeah, it's wonderful to have you again. Just a quick one. This episode is sponsored by Tip NG, who are also, I guess I'll allow Shaya to break that news. Tip
Yeah.
NG is a platform where you get tipped or paid for your content. So as a streamer, as a gamer, if you're streaming your content, or even if you're not a gamer but you're creating content, tip is the way to go. You can always just paste your link, and your fans, people who love your content, can go ahead and click the link and just tip you. No need for your account number, no need for your phone number, no need for your email. So wonderful. So we'll move on from there. So let's jump straight into it, Shayo.
Mm.
Social media has been buzzing for anyone in the gaming ecosystem in Africa. You open Twitter, you open Instagram, you open Facebook, and you keep saying the African Mobile Community Liga. What is that?
So, like you rightly said, we sold on you like a pack of bees, trying to get honey, and we're excited about this one, and that's because this is a journey which started over 2 months, but was well conceived over 6 months ago. We were just brooding over it at the Lagos Esports Forum. Good to also, of course, know that you were involved in the process, and we're brooding over the fact that we needed to create something that was beyond a week or two of gaming for the community. That's talking about the gaming community. And we thought that we needed to also extend it beyond Nigeria. We run our operations from Nigeria. But like I was always saying at different fora last year, we wanted our imprint to be felt in Africa. And we achieved that with the World Connected series, which opened us up to see the potentials in the gaming ecosystem, especially the title we're starting with now, which is the Call of Duty Mobile. So, in summary, the Africa Mobile Community League is a mobile gaming league that would be run over the next few months, and it would involve different titles. Like I said, it's starting with the Call of Duty Mobile, but there are still so many other ones. Even games that have not been released, we're putting them in our plans to activate them whenever they do, because what we want to do is just ensure that we keep the bicycle wheel rolling. That's the only way to grow the ecosystem. That's the way to build up into whatever might happen at the end of the year or the big competitions. If the leagues are happening like we're doing now, then it creates a bit of activity for the gamers than to just wait for small tournaments, pockets of tournaments here and there, something that keeps them busy, something that we expect would also open their own creativity, because we expect that, and I've seen that with most of the teams. Kudos to them, and I'm hoping they can also create activity around themselves. We expect that to create, they will be creative enough to build their own community, so that you know that people will say, I for one, I'm a Fnatic fan. It's because I love what Fnatic is doing. Fnatic is in London. They probably don't even know I'm a fan, but I'm here in Nigeria. I'm a fan of Fnatic. Hey, I expect that they would also be able to do same. There are 22 million, for example, in Lagos. Let's not even talk about Nigeria. How many people are your fans? How many people know about what you're doing? Those are the things we expect that the teams will be able to do with this tournament and even post-tournament to build their own community of followers, fans, and people who will be able to support them in the nearest future.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I like how you broke everything down. But I think the question other communities will be thinking is why AMCL? Since it has that short breaking, why AMCL? Why out of all things the Lagos Esports Forum decided, okay, let's come up with the AMCL.
So, like I said, we needed to create a league. So first of all, it's as simple as that. That's why the Liga, which is Spanish, was put at the end of it. We could have called it a league, but just for the fun of it and semantics. Why AMCL is because we needed to create sustenance. We needed to start building structure. And one of the things we believe will bring structure into the ecosystem is a league, because with the league, it means you need to meet a few criteria to be part of it. So, for example, when we did the World Connected Series, which was like an open tournament, there were 89 teams, which was later down to 32 that made it to the finals after the qualifiers. But with this, it is a ranking system. So you could not get in if you were not ranked in the top 22. Now you could not even get into because there are two divisions. You could not even get into the Premier Division because there are 10 teams that can only fit into that. The remaining 12 were fitted into the lower division, which is the championship. So AMCL is necessary as the next step for us. We've done the mobile game tournament 1 month, usually weekends. We've done the World Connected Series, which ran for a week or two, if we include the qualifiers. Now we needed something that would keep activities running. So, for example, if you have a sponsor who is thinking of not just a month campaign, is thinking of 3 months. Usually, campaign cycle is 3 months, a quarter. We can create. We only decided to squeeze everything into 6 weeks. If we needed to create a 3 month campaign for our sponsors, then we would have stretched the fixtures out to fit into 13 weeks, which would have been 3 months. So it's the next step for African esports, especially sub-Saharan Africa. It's become a necessity as the next thing for the gamers to look forward to. And like I said, I expect that it would bring out the creativity in the teams and the players as individuals. So yes, that's why we created the African Mobile Community Liga. Let's not also forget that mobile is the way. So we've been drumming that bit from mid last year till now. It still came up in a conversation recently also. So mobile is the way for us in sub-Saharan Africa, and there's no better way to activate it with something like the African Mobile Community Liga.
Okay, thank you very much, Shayo. You just answered the next question, part A of the next question. And
Okay.
it's interesting to see that you guys are quite, there's a roadmap for Lagos Esports Forum in this case. Like you've done your proof of concept and you're saying, okay, now this is the time to throw the fish, rather the hat in the ring. The question now will be, you answered part A, which is why mobile, which you've made us understand, mobile is the way, if not for just global esports, but Africa as a whole. The next question, which I'm already seeing people saying in the comment section, is why Call of Duty Mobile?
Okay. They say the devil, so maybe the guys at the Call of Duty are the devils. Well, that's just joking. That's just kidding. No offense. We've worked with that community for the last since October, even before October, because they needed to register for mobile game tournaments. We've worked with them since like August, September. We worked with them with the World Connected Series, and if we were to look at it, the truth is there's a lot of growth potential in the 89 teams. Let me re-emphasize 89 teams with an average of about 8 players. Some are 10. So On the whole, that's about almost about 900 players from sub-Sahara Africa alone. And that's aside teams that didn't meet up with registration, had one issue or the other during the World Connected Series, which means there are thousands of Call of Duty mobile players. There are even people who were individuals that needed teams, but they couldn't get a team or couldn't rally their folks. Like we later got to discover that was what Draco Solem did. That's the team that came third at the World Connected Series from Mauritius. So it means there's a growth potential in there. We've watched them, we've related with them, we've interacted with them, and there's no better way. It would have been more tedious to go activating a new community. Like I said, we worked with them for about 5 months. Which better way to announce this African Mobile Community Liga than to use them as that sample that will show everyone else this is the standard expected from you whenever we come to say it is time for PUBG Mobile, it is time for PES Mobile, or any other title like that. So yes, they are like family already. The Call of Duty Mobile community, and there was no better title to activate with than to do it with them.
Let's hope you're not setting yourself up, because other communities are watching, will be watching, and will listen to the podcast, and you're already playing favorites in this case.
No, it's not. And that's the thing. That's why I said we've worked with them. If we come to the PUBG guys, they would need to learn some things about us, because we have a process. We don't just do tournaments. They could do their research and find out from the guys who run the Call of Duty mobile communities. We did a session. In fact, we did 3 sessions with them to onboard them with our thinking, our mindset, our roadmap, like you mentioned earlier on. So we don't just do competitions for competition's sake and slam $70 in there and slam $100 in there. We come with a good package. We come with something that is futuristic. We come with a mind that is looking beyond that tournament to see what other things we will do. So if they're ready for that, they can even reach out. But beyond them even reaching out, we are going to reach out to them. And that's why I said we're starting with Call of Duty Mobile. PUBG should get ready. PES Mobile should get ready. And any other title we believe has a very good community within Africa should be ready for us. The African Mobile Community Liga is not just Call of Duty Mobile. It's every other title in the mobile gaming space.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So for all our viewers, thank you for tuning in and joining us. If you have any questions about the AMCL, the African Mobile Community Liga, please feel free to throw that in the comments. Even if you just want to, say something. It doesn't necessarily have to be a question. Please go ahead, and we'll go ahead and address it. And for you, any other person who is just joining us, this is the Afro Gamer podcast, and we're discussing launching the African Mobile Community Liga, and we're speaking with the brains behind the project, which is the founder CEO of the Lagos Esports Forum. Once again, this episode is sponsored by TipNG. For those of you who don't know what TipNG is a tipping platform that allows you to get paid for your content, meaning once you're streaming or you're creating content, you can create an account and you just get a link, your personal link, which you can post to your content or pin to your content. You don't have to put your account number, you don't have to put your email, you don't have to put your phone number, sensitive information that you do not want everyone knowing. And with the link, your fans, your well-wishers can go ahead, click on the link, and they will just go ahead and send you something. Once again, Sayo, before we come back to you, I do have the league manager, in the green room, and I'll pull him in to just give us, what the planning has been all about.
Great.
Hello, Josh. Are you with us? Josh. He seems to be on mute. Josh, you're on mute.
Sorry, hi. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
How's it going, Josh?
All right.
Josh,
yeah, I'm back.
you?
Good afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah,
welcome back. How are you?
I would say I'm stressed. Yeah, I'm stressed, but overall I'm fine. JB, Valentine's, and all that.
Okay, okay. So is the stress because of Valentine or because of the AMCL?
Oh, AMCL.
More or less because of AMCO. More or less because of AMCO. Trying to make sure
Okay,
that everything goes off smoothly.
okay, okay. So with the AMCL, you are you're a big member in the community. The question now is, how has the community responded to AMCL? I believe our viewers and our listeners would like to know.
I would say initially the community was a bit reluctant to understand, being that we have this water market, so it took them a while to adjust to being active on social media, especially Twitter and all that. But thankfully, after the Zoom session last week, I would say that a lot of teams were won over. And if you've noticed in the past couple of days, teams have been really active, pushing out tweets, pushing out their WrestleMania GFX and all that on Twitter. So I would say yes, it's a rocky start at first, but the community has adapted quite well to AMCL and then the concept and what it holds for the future.
Okay. So Josh, also, I know, Lagos Esports Forum had a criteria. They had a list of things participant teams had to kind of tick off. Like must have this, you must have that. How did the community respond to it? Because I know a lot of that was new. So how was it? Were there kickbacks? Um, you know,
Okay, I'll be honest. Like some people, with things like this, you understand, the community is usually divided. We have people who understand the importance for this of these things, and they understand the advantages and the merits. And then we have those who are not exactly familiar with the process, so they start wondering like, why go through all this stress? So in the beginning, we were a bit divided, you understand. But like I said earlier, we were able to win over the others when we explained to them that yes, talking about recognition for the scene. You keep talking about getting the attention of Activision and all that. Things like this, you understand? The minimum that you're being asked for would go a long way in aligning some of the dreams you have. So yeah, once again, like some people were skeptical, some people were reluctant, and some people outrightly refused to do it. You understand? But the overwhelming majority, they got in line. That's what I'll say. They got in line. They came to see the importance of it. That's the minimum requirements, social media follows, and then being active as well as all the other requirements listed in the players' influence forms. Yeah, so that's about it.
okay. So Josh, before we let you go, quick one. Do you think with the AMCL, it puts the community in a better position and standing for recognition for a proper structure?
Yeah, to be honest, if you ask me, I believe AMCL, if it's done right, you understand, it can be the beginning of something good and something new for the community. And if it runs smoothly, like you said, it gives us a better standing and structure in the sense that we can now have something concrete, like something solid, not just WCS, but this one is ours to show other potential investors outside the region and be like, okay, this is something we worked on by ourselves. You understand? This is something you would want to be involved in, you would want to invest in and all that. So yes, AMCL is going to be a huge platform, not just for the region, but for the players as well. For everybody has to play their part into making that possible. That's just it. But yeah, I do believe it's going to be very important for the community.
Okay, once again, thank you very much, Josh. I know the league starts tomorrow and you have a lot of, crossing of T's and I's, so we will let you go. Thank you very much for speaking with us.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much.
Wow, that is a lot to take in. I can see a lot of work has been put in from the inception of the idea. Let's quickly read a few comments so that we can move on. I can see a lot of people saying 0 for the win. I believe that's one of the teams.
Yes. They were, I think they were second at the World Connected Series. So yeah, I guess they're pumping themselves up.
Okay, good. I can see a lot of banter going back and forth. I can see Louis saying Apex competitions too. I know Lagos Esports Forum is focusing on mobile. It's no news that Apex Mobile is coming, but it's not going to come until 2022. So I believe the Lagos Esports Forum are keeping an eye on that also.
We're watching everything.
Exactly. So let's see. Sorry guys, we can't read everyone's comments, but we'll try as much as possible. So Molotov, which is also just said, for YouTubers who live stream are looking for ways to get donations. I believe that speaks to the sponsorship of TIP. And Shaya, please address that, how TIP came on board and how that can benefit the gamers who create content.
Okay, so like you said during the two interludes as regards Tip. First of all, let me say a big shout out to the guys at Tip for weighing in on this. And it's interesting because they not only provided sponsorship, they provided some of these materials that are on the screen right now, which are tailored towards gamers. And which means they have gamers in mind. And I hope gamers can understand and take this with their 10 fingers and grab it. Tip is a social gifting platform. It actually works for everybody because you could just naturally just put it on your status for people to tip you if you are that kind of popular person or something. So yes, it's something you can do, and content even goes beyond video content alone. You could do an artwork that you say, hey, you love it, tip me. There's also the platform for you to do crowdfunding on the website also, if anybody goes there. So yes, this works for gamers in the area of you pulling out your content and splashing right there on the screen for people to tip you. So imagine, I'll use him because he was the MVP at the WCS. Imagine a Xerox pulling out the place where he actually did some crazy kill for Incognito. And I love what he did. And I'm thinking, hey, I have this spare 1,000 naira. I could throw it in there as a tip for him that to appreciate what he has done. So that's the benefit for gamers if they were to sign up for this. And I believe everyone should take advantage of this. Like you said, it saves you the stress of putting your account number there and bank details and all that. This is just a link for someone to go in there and drop something for you. Easy to use, easy to access, easy for you to pull out your funds anytime you want. And trust me, it may look like a small beginning now, but the truth is the tip platform is futuristic. It's something for the future, and the future is now. So it starts with us at this African Mobile Community Liga, and we believe we're building something together for gamers to really take advantage of.
Okay, wonderful. We have a question here, and that's from Nadir. Are league games on weekends only, or do you have a flexible schedule?
Okay, so league games are on weekdays actually, weekdays in the evening. So, like I said earlier on, and I thought Josh was going to touch on that, but I've touched on it before now. So, in case anybody missed it, there's the Premier Division, which is the top flight, and the lower division, which is known lower flight, which is known as the Championship. So, there's Premier, there's Championship. 10 teams in the Premier Division, 12 teams in the Championship Division, which is the lower rung of the league. Matches in the Premier Division will be played on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, while matches in the Championship Division will be played on Tuesday, Thursday, and I think there will be some games on Friday also in the Championship Division. 7 p.m. is kickoff time, and then the games will be, I think people will get to enjoy at least two to three live games on our platforms. They would get to enjoy that. So we'll rotate the teams that would be featured. So it's not just one or two teams that are consistently featured in there. Every team would actually get something, the way TV rights are. And that's something we can, monetize and market much later or in the nearest future to say the broadcasting itself has its own separate sponsor from even the general or generic sponsorship. So that's something we're working on. So that's the schedule we have.
Oh wow, that is a busy schedule. Something, a lot of content to consume
Exactly.
for
So
esports fans.
it means there's Call of Duty Mobile for you every day of the week. So you're back from work, just want to chill for 1 hour, get in there 7 to 8. You can get to see a match and return to other things before you go to bed. So that's the way it works, and it's a fantastic concept. Kudos to the team when they came up with this idea, and the management didn't have any choice than to ratify it. Really.
Okay, wonderful. I like that. I'm definitely sure I'll be watching every game available to watch because
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Call of Duty Mobile, and I had the opportunity to watch the Well Connected series and what the
Yeah.
teams did. So I'll be looking forward to that. I believe there's a question here about tip, and that is from Vicio Crystal. It said tipping in dollars or naira. For the moment, the platform is Naira based. So you put in, once you log in, you create your accounts. It would allow you to tie your bank account and all the details to it on the back end. All your fans will see is just a link for them to tip you. I know, speaking to the partners, the sponsors, they are working on the dollars, so it's not just restricted to people in Nigeria tipping you. Anywhere, if someone from Germany comes to your content and likes it, they will be able to tip you. So I know they are working on that for 2021. So, like Sayo said, they actually have gamers in mind. So it will be in your best interest if you create content, not just even gaming. If you are doing your makeup tutorial, if you're an artist, you're drawing your graphic,
Anything,
anything. You can
anything,
ex
anybody in the creative industry, this works for them. And I know the guys who play for now because we don't have a structured ecosystem where this is all you do for a living. I know most of them are creatives in other ways, so you could still go in there and do something. I do sports content, for example, like we use Tip. If I put up my content on my YouTube page or something beyond esports, so it's something everyone should take advantage of.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. I know there was another question. For all those who are joining us, who just tuned in, thank you again for coming in. And we are discussing launching the Africa Mobile Community Liga. And we're speaking with Sayo Owolabi, who is the founder and CEO of the Lagos Esports Forum. The Lagos Esports Forum is the team who is presenting the AMCL to the Call of Duty mobile community. I can see someone asking who you are. Well, okay.
I'm a humble servant.
Okay. Okay, so games going to be streamed on Trovo and YouTube or just YouTube exclusively. So coming from part of the organizing team now, the matches will be streamed on AMCL and LESF's YouTube channel. Yes, both. Yes. So if you're not following, go ahead and follow the African Community Liga and Lagos Esports Forum YouTube channel. Also, the AMCL Trovo channel. So all matches will be on just those three platforms. So go ahead and follow.
So it's LASF TV on YouTube for the Lagos Esports Forum.
Or you can just go to the search bar and look for Lagos Esports Forum. You would see that. So you can go ahead and follow and also just turn on your notifications. So once the matches are going live, you get to see them. Let's see. Are there more? Okay, we're seeing teams going at it. Someone is saying, my revenge on top. We are going all the way.
Yeah, for me, I'm looking forward to my revenge, making a return. They missed out on the World Connected series. I wonder what happened with them during the qualifier. So it's good to see them being ranked in the amongst the 22, though they will be playing in the championship division. Let's see what they bring to the table this time around.
Okay, wonderful. Well, so how do you think the dynamics of this project has changed the community, because they are used to tournaments, meaning it's elimination. You play someone, if you get knocked out, that's all. So a lot of teams have not played other teams. So how do you think this is going to pan out now, since it's no more, I just need to knock out 3 people and I'm in semifinals? It's a marathon like the Premiership.
Exactly.
So how do you think that has changed the dynamics of the community?
And that's exactly what I said at the start. This is building something. And it may not be like I rightfully said before, it may not be 6 weeks again. It may end up being 3 months. Subsequently, it may end up being, much more than just 6. We've packed everything into 6 weeks because we just want to see what and how we would achieve with this. I believe this has opened up the community because, like I said, now they understand that you don't just play the tournament and go and sleep. Now you know that after playing 3 matches this week, you have another set of 3 games next week. What do you do during the weekend? You get to scrim a lot. You get to prepare a lot. You get to probably assess those 3 games you played if you lost any of them or anything like that. Even the ones you get to win because your opposition in the coming months, you may probably need to even watch them. So I think this gets them in the mood for going proper professional with their gaming. And it's also, like I said before, an opportunity for them to open up themselves to sponsorship and marketing opportunities. Because I'm hoping that from this, for example, let's Tip be impressed with a team such that they can take you up and say, oh, we want to sponsor you. No matter how small it may be, it will be a good start, and it puts you ahead of the curve, which is what we pride ourselves at. I was on the podcast with a friend of mine who's based in Atlanta in the course of a week, and he was asking me about how sponsorship has been and the challenge. And I said, yes, it's challenging, but the truth is, we don't know what it means not to have a sponsor on any of our events, because we've had a sponsor from day 1 in August, right up until this particular one. So even though we know that we've not, the ecosystem has not gotten to that point yet, we take our time to assess, we take our time to gauge things, and as much as possible bring value to the table. And I hope that's what the teams would also pick from creating this league. It's time to start creating value that people would see. So for example, imagine you're able to pull a good crowd to an eatery, and you get across to that eatery's management or the marketing people and say, we can get some people into this place, they'll buy food and we can do our gaming here. And they're cheering us on because we can put it on the screen. There are many ways to do these things. And I believe that it's time for the teams to actually start thinking beyond where they are right now. And so far, so good. I think some of them are picking up. We're hoping the others will come up to speed also, so that we can all in one avalanche move to the next level in creating the kind of ecosystem we want.
Okay. Wow. Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. I know there's a question before we round off, and someone was asking how many teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Visio Crystal.
Yes.
So there's, like I said, 22 teams, 10 in the Premier Division, which is the top flight, and in the lower league, it's 12 teams that will be playing in there. And if you go to our Twitter handle at Lagos Esports, we already have the teams. I think that was yesterday. We shared the teams with their logos, so you can start from. You could fall in love with the logo, hoping that their performance would match your expectation. You'll stay with them all through the season. Because for me, like I tweeted yesterday on my personal handle, Menace Gaming was giving me some good vibe on social media. And they play in the championship, though I have my favorite team has always been Awesome Mina. But I'll just put them beside Awesome Mina because they're giving me good vibes based on their social media drive. And that's something I'm looking out for. I'm hoping they will replicate that on the maps and we can have a fantastic season.
Okay, wonderful. So if you're looking for information on the African Mobile Community Liga, you can go ahead and follow the Lagos Esports Forum on Twitter, and also the African Mobile Community Liga. I believe their handle is the Africa Mobile CL.
Yes.
Yes. So and you'll see all the information you're looking for from the teams, what division they belong to. I believe the fixtures, also the results starting tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Okay. Let's see, more comments, more comments. Okay, I believe everyone is just going at it. And let's just round up with this question. I know it's a huge question a lot of people have been waiting for. What?
That's the only thing they probably logged on for.
So the incentives for the league, prize pool, and what other things they get to benefit from participating.
Okay, so for participating, we actually had bigger plans than what I would announce now, and we're announcing it here for the first time. I guess after now, our posters would have the prize pool and other things. But prize pool would be $1,500. I repeat, prize pool for the AMCL would be $1,500, with 1,000 going to the Premier Division and 500 going to the championship
Division. Wonderful. Okay.
So, breakdown, if you want me to do that.
Yes, I'm sure they want to know, so they know how to prepare.
It's the top three that would benefit. And let me also say this, because I know we had some uh, questions as regards that during a session that didn't really relate to that last week. I must say that sponsorship for us is ongoing, and that's why we can't reveal some incentives except we have money in the bag or money in the bank. So if we tell you we want to do this and we don't end up doing it, then it becomes something else. But I'm confirming this one would not change and it will not shift. We're still talking to a few people. You know how sponsorship can be. There are people who want to do ambush marketing. There are people who just see the buzz after a week and feel like, we should have tied into this thing, and they come on board. So if that happens, there is still more we'll be unveiling for the teams. So still talking about the prize pool, like I said, it's $500 to the winner, 300 to second place, and 200 to third place. And in the same ratio, it's $250 to the winner of the championship division,
yeah.
150 to the second place, and $100 to the third place team. Like I said, there are other incentives we're hoping to add, but that can only be achieved if some level of sponsorship we're waiting for comes in. The only other incentive that would be coming in the course of the tournament is not going to go to the gamers. It will go to your fans. And I must specifically say, it will go to your fans. So that's why we need you to talk to your friends, talk to your brothers, talk to anybody you think should be supporting you to tune in to your games. We're planning a weekly recap like this, 30 minutes or so. I hope we can achieve that. The Afro Gamer hasn't given us the video for that so that we can pull it together. I'm hoping we can do that. And it is mostly going to be during that session that we will be rewarding people via their tip platforms. So let me repeat that. We would actually be tipping people for watching. So watching games, watching the recap, we would actually be doing that for people. So for example, one of the metrics I'm thinking in my head is there are 3 match days in a week. All you need to do is give us correct prediction of 2 games on each match day. That's 6 games. You predict, we choose 5 correct winners using an example, hypothetical example, and we reward you with 1,000 naira worth of credits on your tip. We tip you with 1,000 naira in your account. So imagine over the course of the season, that's some good money. If you're consistent, you could go with well over some, 5,000-10,000 naira if you're consistent. So that's an incentive we're still working to do, but that will definitely happen. But like I said, that is not for gamers. That is not for you if you're participating in the tournament. It's for your fans, it's for your friends, it's for your family, it's for anyone who is watching and enjoying what we're doing with the AMCL content.
Oh wow is all I can say. You guys are not just catering to the gamers, but you're also trying to build that fan base.
Fan engagement is very important, and we believe that if we incentivize it, it's a good way to start. It may not be as big. So imagine by the time the gamers are earning $10,000 in prize money, it means the people watching can enjoy about $2,000 thereabouts in prizes and gifts and all that. And we know that there's still, like I said, there are ongoing talks. We will get meal vouchers from some top restaurants still to come in the course of the season. It's 6 weeks. There's so many things that will still be popping in here that people can take advantage of, and we're just getting set for an amazing time starting from tomorrow.
Oh, wow. I don't think any esports organization does this, even internationally, that they cater to fans. I might be wrong. Yes, yeah, I might be wrong, but yes, this has been an exciting conversation. Sayo, thank you so much for taking time out to speak with us. To our viewers, once again, go ahead and follow the Lagos Esports Forum on all social media platforms. You can go to your search bar and type in Lagos Esports Forum. It will bring it out. The logo stands out, so you know, you don't have to ask which of the accounts it is. And for all the fans and followers of the African the African Mobile Community Liga, now same thing. The handle is African Mobile CL, C for Charlie, L for Lima, on all social media platforms, and you would see everything from the results to the fixtures, even the recap also, which the bill has not been sent, but you also say that. And you guys, once again, the Afro Gamer podcast will always be coming to you regularly every weekend. So go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe so you get notifications. From us at the studio of the Afro Gamer, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks a lot, Ifa.